Hello everyone, let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about the summer microbiology course. This will be an introduction to how the course is organized and what you can expect. This summer, microbiology will be taught online. There will be both asynchronous and synchronous portions of the course. The lecture will be taught asynchronously. And what this means is that you'll be able to set your own schedule for completing lecture-associated tasks. The laboratory is going to be conducted synchronously, and that means that we will be meeting over Zoom at our regular scheduled class time, Monday and Wednesday mornings at 9 a.m. This course is entirely organized on Canvas. And what that means is that you will be able to find everything that we use over the summer posted for you on Canvas. The way I organize the materials is in weekly modules. If you go to the left-sided menu on the Canvas page, you will see a link for modules. And if you click on that link, you'll be taken to weekly modules. And in each module are the materials that we will be using that week. At the top of each module, you're going to find a to-do list. It's really important that you take the time each and every week to click on that to-do list. That list is going to tell you exactly what you need to do that week and when you need to do it. Let's take a look. On this screen, we're looking at my dashboard in Canvas. Now your dashboard is going to look quite different. It should show all of the courses that you're taking and courses that you've taken in the past and so on. You'll sometimes hear me refer to the left-sided menu in Canvas and the far left menu in Canvas. On the dashboard, this menu over here, this is what I call the far left menu. So this is the one that can take you to courses or to your calendar or to the inbox feature, which will be important for us this summer. The left-sided menu can only be found when you click on a particular course. So I'm going to click on our summer course here. The first page that we're brought to is what's called the home page. And if you scroll down, there's some important information on this page that will be available to you all summer. This is a place to go when you need a quick link somewhere in the course. For example, you'll always be able to find the syllabus and schedule that's most up to date on this page. You'll be able to click directly onto our YouTube playlist on this page. You'll find our Zoom meeting information on this page. So use this page as sort of your home base for the course. The other key place in Canvas for us this summer is the modules section. And if I click on that, you're going to see two modules visible to you right now. There's the Start Here module, which has a step-by-step guide to everything you need to do before the course begins. And then the first weekly module, the module for the first week of the course. You're going to notice right up at the top, there's a to-do list. There's going to be a to-do list at the top of each module this summer. Again, it's very important that you click on this to-do list each and every week so you know exactly what's expected of you. The rest of the module is broken down into lecture and lab. Remember, the lecture portion of this course is asynchronous, and what that means is you can view the lectures that are scheduled each week according to your own schedule. Now, all of our lectures are going to be posted as narrated videos on YouTube in our own playlist, a playlist that is dedicated to this course. You'll be watching those videos according to our weekly schedule. You're going to see that each week I also post for you the slides, the PowerPoint slides that you will see in those narrated lecture videos. The reason that I post these slide sets is because some students find it helpful to pull up these slides on their computer while they're watching the lecture video, and then take notes for themselves directly on the slides. This will cut down on how many notes you have to take, because most of the information is written down on the slides. So use these slides if you find them helpful. If you don't worry about them. The other thing you can see for the lecture is a lecture quiz. For this first week, there are actually two, because we're going to cover two different lecture topics: Introduction to the Microbes and History of Microbiology. Some weeks we'll only have one lecture, but other weeks there will be two. Now, these lecture quizzes are designed to make sure that you understand the material that you watched and listened to in the lecture videos. The way the quizzes are taken is you're allowed to have your lecture notes right next to you while you take this quiz. In fact, I encourage you to have your lecture notes next to you, because part of what will happen during the quiz is we will find out if your notes are complete or not. You can have your notes with you, and you can also take as long as you want to complete the quiz. There's only one important thing to remember, and that's you can only submit this quiz once. So take out your notes when you're ready, sit down, and take this quiz using as much time as you need. But understand that once you click the submit button, the quiz is submitted and you cannot take it again. This first quiz for the week, Introduction to the Microbes, is due on Wednesday, May 25th by midnight. The second quiz, History of Microbiology, is due by Friday, May 27th at midnight. Each week, it will be very typical for us to have a quiz due on Wednesday and a quiz due on Friday. The only time that will differ is if we have only one lecture that week. Now, underneath the laboratory material, you're going to see that there are also some slides available to you. These are the slides that we'll be doing in the laboratory that week. You can see for this week, it's biosafety in the microbiology lab. There's also a laboratory assignment. These are usually labeled as lab questions. This particular laboratory assignment is due Sunday, May 29th by midnight. Most of your laboratory homework will be due on Sunday nights. One of the more important things to find in the far left Canvas menu is the inbox feature. The reason it's important for you to find that is because that is the tool that you will need to use this summer when you need to get in touch with me. You'll notice on the syllabus my email address is listed, but the fastest way to get in touch with me is to use the inbox feature in Canvas. If you click on that inbox feature and send me a message that way, your message will come to the top of my inbox. As you can imagine, I get a whole lot of messages every single day, and sometimes if you send me messages through regular email, it will take me longer to get to your message. If you send me messages through the Canvas inbox, I will get them much more quickly. So please use the inbox feature if you need to get in touch with me. We saw the link for the online textbook we'll be using this semester when we looked at the syllabus a moment ago. I want to point out that this is the only material, other than what I provide for you, that we'll be using this summer. There is no laboratory manual for you to purchase for this course. All of the things that we'll be doing in laboratory, I will be providing you the materials for. Another important thing to note is that all of the reading in the textbook is optional. In other words, this textbook is a supplement for us this semester. It's the material in the lecture videos that you're going to be held responsible for on examinations. The material in the lecture is what you need to memorize and master before the exams. While you're studying the lecture material, if anything seems unclear to you, or you're looking for more details about something we've discussed, I want you to go to your textbook. Understand that there's a lot more information in this textbook than what we're going to be covering in this course. But it is an excellent source to help you round out your understanding of the topics we'll be discussing. So again, there is no required reading in this text for me. I want you to use the text as a supplement to help you understand what you're learning in lecture. The next thing I want to talk about is how you'll be evaluated in the course. There will be 4 individual lecture exams throughout the summer, and each one of these is worth 80 points. The reason that I use so many lecture exams is so one exam does not have a whole lot of material on it. Hopefully you will find that having multiple lecture exams makes each individual exam a little bit less stressful. For the laboratory portion of the course, you will also have periodic examinations. We call these practical exams because these exams only cover material from the laboratory, much of which is quite practical in its application. There'll be 3 of these laboratory exams worth 50 points each. The final exam for the course is worth 100 points and covers only lecture material. This final exam includes both new material and old material. It's not cumulative in the classical sense, but it does have some old material on it. As we get closer to the final exam, I will let you know exactly what you need to study to prepare for it. I mentioned earlier that you're going to have weekly lecture quizzes to complete and laboratory homework to do. And the last thing you'll be doing for me, the very last laboratory exercise, is known as the Unknown Microbe Lab. This lab is worth 50 points. This last laboratory assignment essentially has you putting together all of the things that you've learned through the course. I often have students ask me, what do I need to do this summer to earn an A? And the answer is, well, you're going to have to work hard. This is not an easy course, and there's a lot of material that you're going to need to master. But if you work hard and you set aside enough time each week to devote to the course, you're likely to do well. There's also some important do's and don'ts that I like to point out at the start of the course. For example, do take a really good set of notes from each and every lecture video that you watch and all of our laboratory meetings. These notes are going to be the basis of what you're preparing, what you're mastering before each of the lecture exams and laboratory practical exams. So be sure that you take a detailed set of notes. Remember, you don't need to write down every single thing that's on every single slide in these videos. You can open up the slides. The sets of slides are available to you on Canvas. So you can open up those slides and take notes directly on them. Or you can take notes on everything that's not included in the slide. Make your life easier. Don't try to write down every single thing on every single slide. That's going to slow down your efforts to watch these videos. Make use of the slide sets. Second on the list is do send me any messages through Canvas. Remember, it'll move your message up to the top of my inbox. I will get it more quickly and I'll be able to respond to you more quickly. Do send me a message if you have to miss one of our Zoom lab meetings. It's very important that you attend each and every laboratory meeting over Zoom. Your attendance at these labs, at these class meetings, is an important part of the learning process in this course. I understand, however, that there are going to be times when life interferes and you won't be able to attend lab. It's important that you let me know beforehand why you're not going to be attending the lab that day. Do send me a message through Canvas if you need an extension on an assignment. I am absolutely willing to work with you on assignment due dates. If you have something come up that's going to make it hard for you to get an assignment in on time that week, just send me a message and request an extension. As long as your requests aren't too frequent, I'm going to be happy to grant them. Do send me a message if you have any other questions or any problems or any concerns about any of our materials or anything that you're watching in lecture videos or anything that we're discussing in the course. That's why I'm here. I'm your instructor for this course, and it's my job to help you be successful. Last, do take advantage of each and every assignment during this summer course. Remember, your grade this summer is going to be based on how many points you earn on all of your assignments and exams. So don't waste even a single opportunity to earn those points. You'll be grateful that you did as you approach the end of the semester. There is no opportunity in this course to earn any extra credit. In other words, if your grade is not what you want it to be at the end of the course, there's no way to fix that. So make sure that you take advantage of every assignment and earn as many of those points as possible so that you can set yourself up to be successful. And finally, for a few of the don'ts, don't skip the lecture videos. Sometimes I have students who think that having the PowerPoint lecture slides is enough. They'll go to the slides on Canvas and they'll read through the slides, but they won't watch the accompanying lecture video. Don't make this mistake. My slides are fairly complete, but they are not 100% complete. You're going to notice as you watch the lecture videos that there's important information that I say that is not listed on the slide. So don't make the mistake of thinking that reading through the slides is going to be enough. You must watch these lecture videos as well. Number 2, don't let yourself fall behind. This summer is going to pass by quickly. Don't let yourself get behind. Keep up with the schedule for the lecture videos, the schedule for the laboratories, the lecture quizzes, the laboratory homeworks. Stay up to date. You'll have a much easier time of it that way. Don't miss our Zoom lab meetings unless you absolutely must. I understand that sometimes people get ill or their family members become ill and they have to care for them or take them to the doctor. I understand that sometimes there are work assignments that might occasionally interfere with your ability to attend lab. If that's the case, send me a message and request to be excused from the lab. But otherwise, you need to plan to be at each and every Zoom lab. Don't forget your notebook when you come to our Zoom meetings. It's important that you take notes during our laboratory sessions. So don't let yourself fall behind. Keep up, keep up, keep up. Get your work done each week, get your assignments in by the due date and time, and you will have a much better chance at earning a high grade for the course. That's all I have for you today. I will see you at our first Zoom lab meeting.